Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, Arm Nation. Welcome to another video of Ammo Hunt, and on this video I will also cover the topic of ATF going after the owner of the force reset trigger in a new letters to FFL. At any time you can pause the video to see the price and the product yourself. I have a voice suppression software that filters out background noise, so you'll hear a cutoff here and there. On the ammo front at Academy Sport this week, I see a lot of 7.62 by 39 Monarch ammo back in stock. They want 40 cents per round for steel case, FMJ, and more for hollow point. I used to buy these for 30 cents per round in 2020 and 35 cents per round in 2021, and now they're asking for 40 cents per round. I think it's somewhat manageable at this price, but still, I've heard there are private retailers who sell the Russian stuff for like 30 cents per round still. Is Academy Sport price gouging? Possibly, but as long as there's a demand, they're gonna continue to price hike again. With these gas prices and Sleepy Joe shutting down our oil pipeline the moment he got into office, can you see where the correlation is? Can you put 2 and 2 together? Give this guy another 4 more years and congratulations. You have a total destruction of American values, laws and rules. Not to mention a total collapse of the monetary system which accelerate under Brandon. Most of these multi-millionaires, billionaires, Hollywood politician CEO will not care one bit because they're well off. They got their private island bunker with supply stocked up for years. They tell us average American we need to endure this inflation to stick it to Russia. A situation which they caused in the first place. The Democrat Party is the party that blame everything else but their own policy. When Trump is not in the news, it's Russia, Russia, Russia. They've been crying Russia for decades. It's not something new. Not to say the Rhino Republican is perfect, but at least some are trying to get this country back on track. God, I hope Texas declare itself independence from all these idiocracy. On the 2A front, we have to deal with the self-governing agency ATF, or popularly known as AFT. The agency who are pretty much above the law like every other alphabet agency. Recently, Congress just gave this agency more power and more money to expand through their $1.5 trillion spending bill. Their job is to go after criminal, but it seems that they're going after the average unsuspecting American by rephrasing and interpreting laws in their own words, anything other than what's written on the book. So recently, they sent this letter to all the FFL dealers not to proceed any firearm transaction that contain a force reset trigger. They didn't specifically say which brand, but we can all guess it's most likely rare breed, a wide open trigger, the arc trigger, and many more. They say it's a machine gun, then go on contradicting the law on that very letter. But since they think we're all too stupid to read the law ourselves, they go ahead and try to enforce it on unsuspecting American. I think they want the FFL to rat on the average American with this letter, to be honest. Just be careful what you buy and who you show your stuff to. I've been to a range that rudely checked for my tax stamp and screamed at me for holding his job as a range master when he's the one that's trying to enforce the NFA in a public range. I never went back to a range again for as long as I live. Don't expect the NRA to do jack squat about this. I'm sure GOA and smaller organization is on this case, but everyone is just spreading thin at this point, trying to fight multiple fronts. I think there must be a repercussion for government agency who spend tax dollar money on fighting against the very people they took money from. This agency is not there to protect Americans. They're there to disarm America. And as you can see what happened in Ukraine, a disarmed nation is a nation that's asking for an invasion. Half of the world hated America. It is the guns in the arms of the average American that make them think twice. Because behind every blade of grass, there's a guy like you and me, armed to the teeth. You best not mess with America. We chew bubblegum and shoot guns, and we're out of bubblegum. Enough babbling, let's do some ammo recap. I only got 2 boxes of 22 LR auto match from Walmart this week. It's the only thing that's affordable right now. I'd rather spend the rest of the money on food and other prep. I'd like to take a moment to thank all my viewers and subscribers. You guys are the reason I keep my channel going. As bad as the world seems, don't forget to spend time with your family, taking them out to the park, go shopping on the weekends. Just do normal things to keep your mind off of all this chaos that's going on around us. I hope you have a good one. This is Arm AF. Remember, if anybody asks you, are you armed? Say no. You're Arm AF. Peace out.